Welcome to Explain the Charts. Today, May 15th, 2025, we're diving deep into Bitcoin, analyzing both recent news and its current chart data to figure out what's next for BTCUSD. First, let's address the headlines. According to recent news, Bitcoin bulls are aiming for new all-time highs by next week due to strong capital inflows. Some analysts believe the rally has room to run, potentially nearing $105,000, while others are noting some sell-offs. Eric Trump's American Bitcoin going public represents another crypto move, indicating broadening acceptance, according to CNBC. Let's look at the daily chart to see if we can spot steady capital inflows as Cointelegraph reported. Starting with the daily chart, we can see a clear uptrend from January 2024, bottoming around 42,000 and climbing to recent highs. However, recent candles suggest a bit of indecision, with price consolidating around the 66,000 range. There was a huge pump in May and a steep drop after, forming a reversal candle. This consolidates with CoinDesk reporting Bitcoin plunging below 84K after a sell-off. It's choppy. Let's narrow in on the last few months to check for support and resistance levels. Looking at the daily chart again, recent support seems to be forming around 58,000 to 60,000. A break below this could signal a bearish trend. Resistance is apparent near the 72,000 level, previously tested but not sustained. Another level to watch is around 64,000, a key area where price has bounced multiple times. If the upward momentum continues, experts are predicting that Bitcoin could go as high as $170,000 in the next year. However, the volatility we have seen recently suggests caution and that it may correct downward to the $50,000 to $60,000 range. Let's drill down to the 1-hour chart for a more granular view of recent price action. Here on the hourly chart, we can see increased volatility and rapid fluctuations. Short-term support appears around 61,000 while short-term resistance seems to be forming around 66,000. A breakout from either level could dictate near-term direction. If the SEC probes calm down like the PayPal situation mentioned in the news, this could help stabilize the market and prevent further drops. The market hates uncertainty. It is also important to note Coinbase being added to the S&P 500 may bring some positive sentiment to the market, which may help push Bitcoin's price higher. Zooming into the 15-minute chart reveals even more detail about intraday price movements. The price action on the 15-minute chart is currently showing short-term consolidation around 64,000. Keep an eye out for any breakouts above 64,500 or breakdown below 62,000, which may lead to short burst moves. Given all the news and chart data, it's difficult to make a definitive prediction. However, the steady inflows reported suggest long-term bullishness. But traders should be wary of quick crashes like the one that occurred around May 1st. If you see that drop on increasing volume, that is a sign to get out of your positions. To recap, key levels to watch are support around 58,000 to 60,000 and resistance around 72,000 on the daily chart. A break above 72,000 would be bullish, potentially targeting 80,000, while a break below 58,000 could trigger a deeper correction. Short term, watch 61,000 and 66,000 on the hourly chart for potential breakouts or breakdowns. The likelihood of reaching 105K by next week is moderately likely, assuming the capital inflows continue and bullish sentiment persists. However, be prepared for volatility and potential corrections, especially if any negative regulatory news surfaces, like the government of India potentially asking crypto exchanges for more monitoring and trade reporting. Always manage your risk and trade responsibly.